Welcome back to another exciting chemistry lesson. Now we already learned how to use this flowchart and some of you already remember already. So here's a cool thing. Well, once you do this and you use a flowchart so many times, you need to be able to interpret one of the most important aspects that we need to remember, how to get mass to mole. Notice from mass to mole, we multiply that conversion factor. But if we think this in terms of mathematically as a formula, that right there, that we have the number of mole is equal to mass of A, or whatever the chemical is, divided by its molar mass, okay? So this is a formula that you need to remember in addition to this flowchart. Because sometimes we don't want to write as a conversion factor, or the tests don't present it that way. They just present as mass of A divided by molar mass. So now we are going to show you how is that going to work in a problem where we have to solve this using this formula so we can make the work process a lot faster. First, I'm going to write out the formula again. There you go. We have this formula. The number of moles of A is equal to the mass of A divided by the molar mass. So now let's look at this problem. A student has a sample of each of the following compounds: NaCl, KBr, and KCl. Okay? Now arrange the sample in order of increasing number of moles. So let's look at this right here. We look at number of moles, and how is that related to in terms of 10 grams of sample? That 10 grams right there, just to trick you. It doesn't matter how many grams of the sample you have. The key is that this one is stay the same. So this one is fixed, okay? So the key part that allows us to determine the number of mole is, of course, this one. So now we have to arrange them from what? Increasing number of moles. Well, look at the relationship. If this right here on the bottom go up, this go down, we consider that as an inverse relationship because this one's on the bottom, this one on top. But let's prove that to you. So to solve this problem, we have to look at the periodic table to determine the molar mass of each of the compound. So let's do this. We have KBr, okay? So I already did it for you already. So now I'm going to write it out for you. Here's KBr. So that is turned out to be 39.10 plus Br, that is 79.90. And that turned out to be 119. Okay, that's the molar mass. Now let's go to NaCl. Well, NaCl, Na is 22.99 plus Cl is 35.45. And that turned out to be 58.4 right there. There you go. And then we have KCl, which turned out to be, again, K is 39.10. Add Cl is, in this case, is 35.45 and turn out to be 74.55. Now, if you are doing this on a time constraint problem in terms of multiple choice, what you want to do is not writing out all those decimal places. Round it to the whole number. For example, I can round this to 39. I can round this to 80, 23, 35. You know what I'm talking about? Round it to the whole number so you don't have to worry about typing it in calculator. If this is a multiple choice, round it up to the whole number and do the basic math from there. Because again, this is all estimation. So now let's prove to you how this is going to work. So in terms of the increasing number of moles, right? I can change this if I want to. I can change so that the problem focuses on specific increasing number of mass as well. So all these are the same process because mole is directly related to mass. So if the increasing in mass is the same as the mole, I can change the problem to any term, okay? So keep that in mind. So let's go back to this. If I take this divided by, if I take this 10 right here, I divide by the molar mass. 10 divided by 119. That turned out to be 0.08. There you go. And take 10 divided by 58.44. That turned out to be 0.17. So these are moles, okay? And then here I have 10 divided by 74.55. That turned out to be 0.13. So in this case, what is the highest one? Well, the smallest one, as you can see right there, if this one going down, this one go up, right? So the smaller the molar mass, the greater the number of moles that we are going to have. So now which one is the smallest one? Which is right here. So we have what? NaCl. NaCl will give you the greatest amount of mole. And then followed by in the middle, which is this one right here, KCl. Then lastly, the largest one with the largest molar mass, okay? And then we have, what is this? KBr. That is producing the smallest number of mole. And be careful with this, right? If we have mole, I can change the wording around to mass as well. So just keep that in mind how we use this formula. Now let's go back and check our answer. So again, NaCl, KCl, KBr. And then there you go. So that's how you use a flowchart in a different way.